How many of y'all know that Super Mario Bros. For the NES starts with one of the most villainous bastards in all of video gaming history? Seriously though, look at his smug, stupid face. But don't worry guys, I got him the next time for sure. No problem. Just kidding, I am terrible at this game.
If we had a time machine to go back to the 80s and install some tracking software on Mario for the NES, we would probably see that Goomba has accounted for more player deaths than any villain in gaming history. Seriously, how many gamers started with that game with this Goomba coming in, his eyebrows pointed down, all evil-like, you don't know how the controller works, try to jump, try to do anything, you're dead. You're dead. You're dead. You have the controller down, you're dead. That Goomba is a menace. And I still remember when my parents brought the NES home. So this game is nostalgia overload. I haven't played it in about 20 years. And I learned really quickly that I'm very bad at it. But I also learned that it is a fantastic game and it still holds up today.
The first thing I want to touch on this game is the graphics. Now graphics in a game typically won't affect my overall score, but I will touch on them in all of my reviews. Super Mario Bros. Was a launch title for the NES in 1986, and it's one of the first games the developers were still learning how to utilize all the power the NES contained. It doesn't have the polish of, let's say, a Super Mario Bros. 3, but it still looks good in its own right. You can tell exactly what everything is. Mario and Luigi have their distinct coloring, and many of the sprites, such as the Goomba and Koopa Troopas, birth the looks of characters that are still utilized 38 years later. Nintendo struck gold here, and they are still cashing in all these years later. Next, let's talk about the sound in this game. As I just said, Nintendo struck gold. Is there a more iconic score in all of gaming than this one? Just listen to it. It's absolute fire. Throughout the years that we've been playing as Mario, not much has changed in terms of sound effects. Sure, they've been enhanced through the years. He has been giving an iconic voice. It's a me, Mario! But for the most part, they have utilized the same basic sounds. From Mario's jump to the fireballs, the sounds in this game are all unique and have their own place as gaming royalty. For a nearly 40-year-old game, the sounds in this music are top-notch. Alright, let's talk about controls next. And did I happen to mention I am quite terrible at this game? I suck. And just in case y'all needed more proof of that. Now, putting my own horrible skills at this game aside, there are many NES games that control horribly, are inconsistent with its movements, and all around frustrating. This game, however, is not one of those. When you mess up, and mostly only have yourself to blame. Now, Mario can get a bit slidey from time to time, especially when you're running fast and trying to stop. Once you adapt to it, there's no real issue. This game has a Nintendo shine and polish that we've all come to love. So I do have a couple of gripes for this game. The first being its boss fights. They're quite uninspired. You get to King Koopa, aka Bowser, jump over him, and cut the bridge down. Rinse and repeat every time you get to him. Obviously, this is just a product of the times, but Mario boss fights are typically always quite bland. This is one inspiration that I wish they had moved away from. Also, they did Toad dirty by putting him in a diaper. Just saying. Gripe number 2, water levels. Really, all water levels in almost every game are quite awful. Just terrible. When I was replaying this and I got to this part, I was instantly reminded of Flappy Bird. It controls the exact same way. And no one likes playing Flappy Bird. No one. And if you do, you're a freak.
Alright, this being my first 5-minute or under retro video game review, I'm going to go over my scoring scale real quick. I'm going to give it a 1 out of 10. I'm going to tell you if it's fun or not, yes or no. And I'm going to tell you if it's a must play, if it's a play, or just an all-around avoid. So for this one, I'm giving it 9 out of 10 Goombas. It is absolutely fun, and it is a must play. This game is an iconic game. There's no denying the impact it had on the gaming industry and that it continues to have. Any gamer that enjoys this hobby needs to play this game. And I would be remiss if I didn't tell you all that on Tuesday nights, I am streaming on Twitch retro games that I will be reviewing for this channel. So please, if you have any suggestions, requests for games that I review in the future, please drop them below. Come over to my Twitch, ShimmySticks85, and hang out with me while I play these games. Laugh at me while I die and all around suck at them. It'll be a blast. Thank you so much. Give me a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. I will be dropping more of these as often as I can. Appreciate y'all. Have a great one.